Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for another beauty related video. Today I am excited to finally be doing another update to the Pano project. This Pano project or Pano competition is one that I have been doing with DW from Dub's Beauty Diary. She will also have her update posted probably by now, so I will leave her channel and her link to her video in the comments below so you can see how she is doing. So Pano is similar to bingo, but instead of getting 5 in a row, we need 4 in a row. And we need to hit pan on those 4 products, and the first one to do so wins the game. We both rolled in for this project from Juvia's Place the Magic Mini, and we did that because it not only was a 4x4 palette, but also because it had pretty minimal usage going in, so we were pretty much on the same starting spot. I have loved this palette for a while, but I was glad to bring it in because I barely used it. Like, when I say I loved it, I mean like I've used it a few times and loved the product, but nowhere near like major usage was in this. So I was really excited to actually get to bring this in because it's really made me fall in love even more with these colors. Last update, I believe I said that I was kind of jumping all over the place with using this, and this update I zeroed in on some colors to try to actually really hit pan because I'm in a competition and I kind of want to win. Will I win? Probably not, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give it my best, okay? So I'm gonna show you all the shades. I'm gonna show you how this is going, what usage I've been doing, and talk about it. And you'll see as soon as I open this probably where I'm at in this. I am wearing this palette on my eyes today, so I will also point out which of those shades are on my eyes. Okay, so I have hit pan on 2 shades. They are going to be these bottom 2 shades over here, this deepest blue that they have, and then this sparkly bluish green right here. So those 2 have hit pan, which means I am 2 out of my 4 needed, which means I'm clearly going to try for this bottom row. Now, last update, I think I told you I was originally going to think about going like this way or maybe this way. I also considered going this way. So clearly I've gone a completely different direction than what I was anticipating. And I just kind of went with what I was leaning towards and what colors I was gravitating towards for this last couple months, and that was clearly the blues. So I was able to get a lot of usage in that. Now, that doesn't mean that I ignored the other palette, the other shades in here, but it does mean that I made my color stories predominantly from this bottom row. So I was still using this gold color a lot up here in this upper corner, and that one I believe I am sitting at a total of 9 usage, I think is what it was. I did stop counting the ones that I wasn't focusing on after a while, but I do think that one was at about 9. This shade over here in the opposite corner, I've continued to use it as like a blending shade and a all over shade, just for days that I'm not really actually wearing true eyeshadow colors. And so I don't have the usage over there numbers, but I'm going to assume that one's in like the 30s now. But yet it still isn't making much of a dip in there, and I think it's because I use it so lightly and because I use it so and it's because it's such a hard pressed one that you don't really get very far in it. I've not really used the red anymore since I stopped and I switched over to blues, and then I have also been using this brownie red one. Brownie red, what kind of color is that? Rust red? I don't know. This one right here, I have used it a couple more times, but again, just very, very minimally. I've really focused on this bottom row. So these 2 shades here, both of these corner blues, I actually used equal, and yet there is such a difference in how much progress I've made. So I used them both 23 separate times, and clearly they're pressed differently, at least in my palette, because this one, well, it's a matter of the fact that they're pressed differently, but also I'm using different brushes for them. So that's part of it. So this one over here is not pressed nearly as hard, and I use a more dense brush because I want to use it as a more deeper color. So I'm going with deeper looks. I'm using it more for every eye look. It's the one that I'm using the most of. So even though I went into it 23 times, the brush is different, the pressure is different, all of that is different. So that is why I was able to hit pan on that one and not this one. This one, I also used 23 times, but I used it with a very loose brush. And so you get a lot less on it. And that's because I was using it mostly as like the transitionary color, or like today's case, I didn't want it to be too dark. This is the shade that I'm wearing on my eyes today because I'm now trying to get pan in that one. And as you can see, it's very nice and light. This palette is a mess. I'm sorry, I'm getting it all over myself. But because it's so hard pressed and because I use so little of it, I'm not making very much progress in it. I don't know. I think this is going to be the hardest one for me to get. I might need to start using this as like a liner as well to try to get some more progress in it and some more, because there's like a little bit of a dip. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see that, but it's a very light dip. So this second shade that I hit pan in is a really fun one. I have really enjoyed that one. I can use this one on an eyeshadow look with a matte, or I can use it all on its own, which I believe in my last video posted on this channel, I used just that shade and then this transitionary shade, and it was beautiful. I really enjoyed that one, but I also enjoyed pairing it with these two darker blues. It's just really fun, and it pairs well with a lot of different colors. The way I use this type of formula typically is just my pinky finger. So you can kind of see like the dip is a wider dip because it's, you know, a bigger size. But yeah, that's a really fun one that I really enjoyed the formulation of. Moving into the shimmer next to it, this is the other thing I have on my eyes today. So I have these two over here on my eyes today. And this one is another one that I'm using on my lid. I will show you a little closer so you can kind of see, hopefully there. It's a really fun shade. The only thing I have with it is that this one tends to move. So if I, like today, forget to put on a glitter glue, I noticed that it kind of moves after you've set everything, and it kind of goes down the eye a little bit, so it kind of gets into this center here, which I already have natural blueness there, so I don't want more. So that's the only thing I would say I don't like about that, and I don't find that that happened with the other shade next to it. But this one's really fun. I haven't tried wearing this one all on its own, but I have a feeling before the next update, that's what I'm going to do. Well, that is, if this is still going, because I don't know how far DW has made it. Maybe she already beat me, and I'm just making this and being like, yes, I'm going to win this. And then I'm going to watch her update, and she's going to be like, haha, I beat ya. I don't know. I'm having fun. It's okay. So this one, really fun. As you can tell, I'm pretty close. I think I'm pretty close to a pan in this one. There is a significant dip, but as you can see, I also spread it around a bit because of the way that I apply it with my pinky finger. This one is just gonna be really difficult. This is the one that might make it so that I lose this game, because this one is so hard pressed that it's really difficult to use. So I really do think I need to figure out a way to use it as a liner and as well as all over somehow. I don't know. That's going to be hard. I don't see this one being hard though. So I am halfway there. I really hope that we're still in this game because I'm feeling very competitive right now and really want to win this. I know she does too. And I want to go a little bit longer. So I'm excited. I am excited. I will say this is getting really messy. Just focusing on down here. Like, I keep cleaning this palette up every time I use it, but it's really messy, and every time I handle this palette, it gets all over my fingers. But I am enjoying this, not only this palette, but also this project. I am so grateful that DW brought me in to this with her. I'm having a lot of fun. The next update, if she hasn't already won, will be in 2 months, I believe. So make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on that update and seeing which one of us won. Again, if she hasn't already. If you enjoyed this, will you go ahead and hit a thumbs up for me? And if you aren't already subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe. If you have made it all the way through to the end here, I just want to say thank you so much. Leave me a comment with your favorite emoji, letting me know just that you made it all the way through. And thanks for being a rockstar supporter. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm going to go snuggle up on my couch or something because it's snowing again. Yeah, it was a blizzard earlier this morning. Thankfully now it's just snow, so I'm gonna go cry a little bit. All right, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.